Gratitude is a great and admirable attribute. It is compulsory for us to acknowledge the bounties which are granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and pay gratitude for them, meaning show gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the bounties that He has given us. Allah Almighty is continuously showering His bounties upon His creation at all time. Every grain of the universe exists by virtue of the mercies of the real bestower, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything has been granted a share from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The creation coming into existence from non-existence is only by His benevolence and generosity. In addition to the abundance of bounties upon all the creation, this is the endless generosity of Allah Almighty that He bestowed more share of His mercy upon Muslims than that upon others. If we ponder over ourselves, we will realize in what ways Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed His bounties upon us. The very first bounty, the very first ni'mah is the bounty of existence. There was a time where we did not exist, nor we were a mentionable thing. Then He brought us into existence and blessed us with hearing and sight. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with the bounty that He did not make us animal or cattle. Rather, He made us the best of all the creations. In other words, a human. Then He granted us the bounty that He blessed us with Islam. Then He, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, made us from the ummah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, who's the chief of all the prophets, who's Sayyidul Anbiya, who is Imamul Anbiya. In short, if we think about it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed hundreds of thousands of bounties upon us. The requirement of these bounties is that we should pay gratitude. We should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who granted us so many ni'mah, so many bounties. First, let's hear what gratitude is. The reality of gratitude is to imagine the bounty and to express it, whereas ungratefulness is to forget the bounty and hide it. It is mentioned in Siratul Jinan, gratitude means to revere someone for his favor and bounty through the tongue, the heart, and the limbs. In the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated the best source to increase the bounties, that the more gratitude we pay, the more bounties Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bestow upon us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَإِن كَفَرْتُمْ إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. Translation from Kanzul Iman: if you're grateful, I will henceforth give you more. And if you're ungrateful, my punishment is henceforth severe. Under this verse, Allama Maulana Sayyid Muhammad Na'imuddin Muradabadi rahmatullahi ta'ala states that from this verse we learned that gratitude increases a bounty. The meaning of gratitude is that a person should imagine a bounty and express it. And the reality of gratitude is that a person acknowledges the bounty of the bestower with reverence, meaning with respect. When a person studies the bounties of Allah Almighty and His benevolence, generosity and favor, he becomes engaged in paying gratitude to Him. It increases bounties, and the love of Allah Almighty continuously increases in the heart of the person.